Imagine this. Surrounded by towering trees, you can hear the gentle rustle of leaves and birds, smelling the crisp scent of the earth beneath your feet, where your stress melts away. In reality, a world like this does exist, not in our dreams, but in the embrace of nature. Nature has always had a profound impact on our well being, and today we'll explore the transformative power of the great outdoors as a therapeutic tool for mental health, specifically ecotherapy. This video will explore the profound connection between nature and our mental well being. As we navigate this lush train of discovery, this video will study the science behind ecotherapy, secrets, and calmness that nature offers. This is ecotherapy, where one potential cure for the chaos of our minds is in the plants, trees, rivers, and the boundless beauty of our natural world. We'll start by discussing what is ecotherapy, then exploring its background and history, followed by analyzing its current uses before finally explaining why you should consider using it. Ecotherapy is an ecosystem service provided by nature based on the theories of ecopsychology. Broadly speaking, ecotherapy aims to be both holistic in theory and practice, where psychology overlaps with ecology. From an ecotherapy perspective, the physical and mental health of a human being is viewed in the same perspective as the health of the earth and its natural ecosystems, helping people connect with nature to assist in dealing with physical and mental illnesses. This idea of reconnection with nature aims to remind us that we should view ourselves as part of ecosystems instead of separate from them. Current examples of ecotherapy are seen in numerous approaches including green exercise, green views, and wilderness therapy. We must recognize that ecotherapy can be more than just having a traditional therapy session outside in a garden, public space, forest, or beach. Instead, ecotherapy often combines elements of mindful practices, where both nature and human beings are equally the therapists, assisting their counterparts towards healing. Healers in many medical systems have a history of advocating the importance of natural ecosystems to well-being. However, this concept that plants and trees directly influence psychological influence well-being was mostly untested until the late 1970s, when R. S. Ulrich examined the psychological influence of nature scenes on the stress levels of students and their medical recovery rates. Ulrich's testing showed differences in mental states and conditions after students observed scenes associated with the environment. Looking at these scenes increased positive feelings of friendliness, affection, joy, and playfulness. On the other hand, looking at non-nature images, such as urban settings, resulted in primarily feeling sadness. Viewing urban scenes also tended to increase aggressiveness and anger, while looking at natural scenes reduced these feelings, promoting positive thoughts instead. Based on these findings, Ulrich observed brain activity in unstressed and healthy adults, whereas results showed that seeing natural landscapes led to increased production of serotonin. Current antidepressant medications available increase the availability of serotonin, enhancing communication among nerve cells. Additional researchers have completed follow-up testing verifying this finding. Nature can make people feel new again, whether you're walking in the woods in a remote area, in a city park, or simply walking on a street lined with trees. Recent studies have shown that just walking in nature can reduce anxiety, maintain high spirits, and possibly improve memory. Even looking at photographs of green scenery for less than a minute can boost your mood. Spending time in a natural environment can reduce stress and help you feel energized and more alive, according to scientists at the University of Rochester. Researchers also found that people were more likely to experience meditative brainwaves, exhibiting less frustration walking in green space compared to a busy shopping lane or urban area. Currently, green spaces and wilderness therapy are two ecotherapy approaches used to address changes in mood and stress. Green spaces are areas of nature within an urban environment, such as urban parks, public parks, sports grounds, or wetlands with some vegetation. Interacting and engaging with these green spaces are linked with a decreased risk of mental illness across several countries. Wilderness therapy is another form of treatment using an organized approach, working with adolescents who have behavioral problems. Wilderness therapy consists of adventure activities outdoors to improve personal and interpersonal growth, specifically in locations where isolation in nature is central to the therapy. This type of ecotherapy is most frequently used to help adolescents at risk dealing with a variety of psychological problems, such as adjustment, emotions, or addiction. Several mental health conditions, such as anxiety, depression, self-esteem, addiction, and stress reduction, are all targeted by using these types of ecotherapy. Additionally, Healing gardens and regularly being exposed to natural ecosystems have been shown to reduce depression and reduce stress. One study reported that 8 to 10-year-old children from rural areas exposed to high levels of nature in the region experienced less stress and recovered from stress events quicker than children regularly lacking direct contact with nature. Almost twice as many children preferred to play in areas with trees than areas which lacked these natural factors. It is important to note that the cause and effect are difficult to separate within these interactions, as the improved stress tolerance could be due to a combination of environmental and social factors. All of the research and literature discussed so far supports the hypothetical benefits of ecotherapy and human-nature interactions. Being in nature positively affects our physical and mental health. Removing ourselves from our daily environment, such as the house, school, or office, and resting or performing activities in a natural setting can rejuvenate our mental health and physical capabilities. Nature affects health positively for most people through viewing images, or some people based on the direct interaction. Clearly, the service that nature provides does not come with a direct cost and is underappreciated or nearly forgotten. Ecosystem service in the ecological literature regarding intermediate and final ecosystem goods and services. Although overlooked, ecotherapy provided by nature is a meaningful and influential service worth our efforts to use and conserve. Thank you for listening, and consider using ecotherapy the next time you feel stressed out.